So considering this series is called Boarding School from Hell, this one is actually kind of a fun story. You know, one that doesn't involve my mental health going down the drain. I thought that I would tell you guys the story of the Snapepocalypse. So a couple of months of being very lonely in the beginning of the school year, I finally managed to find some friends. Basically, we weren't exactly popular. Actually, we were very much not popular. We were down the bottom. It wasn't even that we were unpopular, we were just non-existent to the rest of the people. In December, our school decided that we would have like a movie night thing. It was December, so obviously we were gonna watch a Christmas movie, and we decided on Love Actually, which, by the way, is one of the best movies in the world. I generally love that movie so fucking much. And my little group decided that we would go down and watch it. And me and one of the guys in our group, we basically spent the entire time just joking around because of Alan Rickman. We spent the entire movie night just joking around because it's just so funny when you've seen him in Harry Potter and then suddenly he's this guy who's like having an affair or something like. Actually, it's been a while since I watched it. I'm pretty sure he had an affair. Basically, we just like impersonated him and made jokes about him for the next couple of weeks. And one day, we just had this conversation. I don't remember which one of us had this idea, but one of us said, why don't we print out a bajillion pictures of Alan Rickman as Snape and just stick them up on the walls over the entire school? And obviously, the other person was like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea, and so we decided to do this. Now, the plan was that it would happen in the middle of the night, so people would wake up, and suddenly Snape was everywhere. And the second thing is that no one could know it was us. Other than the two other people in our group, no one could fucking know it was us. It's one of those things that if a popular kid does it, it's really cool and funny, but if an unpopular kid does it, it's just stupid. So we couldn't have anyone know it was us because then people would just think it was dumb. So my school obviously had this like rule of not going outside in the middle of the night. We had to stay in our rooms unless we had to pee. Obviously everybody still did it, but this was probably, I think this was the first time I ever snuck out. It was scary because I'm a rule person, guys. I'm not a person who breaks rules. I'm not a rebel, okay? I'm the type of person who like would barely even go to the bathroom because I was like, I don't want a teacher to catch me outside. I'm supposed to be in my room. I was kind of freaking out, honestly. But we made like a plan. So his room is like down on the bottom floor and my room was at the top floor. So we made like a deal that I would take like the two first floors, he would take like the bottom ones, and then we'd meet in the middle, and then we'd go outside and stick some on like the canteen and like some of the places outside. So I woke up in the middle of the night. I had completely black clothes. I had my pockets filled up with Snape pictures, and like I wanted to really make it efficient, so I'd stuck tape on the back of all of them so I could just be like boom, boom, instead of having to go and like use a lot of time. It was all about efficiency and being quick here. I was ready. I stuck them everywhere. There was like this giant wall with like different names of the people in that dorm hall. I don't know what to call it. And like I just stuck Snapes on all of the names. I stuck Snapes on the walls, on the windows, just everywhere. The best place I put it was underneath the toilet seats in the boys' toilet. This is kind of creepy, but I almost wish I put up a camera because just the idea of some guy being really fucking tired, going into the bathroom, opening up the seat, and suddenly there's Snape just staring at his penis. I could just imagine some of the popular kids just being really fucking freaked out. Of course, things can't go completely as planned because then it wouldn't be my life, right? There was a guy who showed up and saw me. He didn't see me put anything up. It was still pretty suspicious though because 1, I was in a hallway I didn't live, 2, I didn't talk to anyone in that hallway, and 3, I'm so socially awkward and I didn't know how to react. I could not have seemed more suspicious. You know, I was really hoping that because I'm one of those like people who nobody talks to, that he would just like ignore me and just like go into his room. He didn't. He asked me, hey, what are you doing here? And I was like, I was just visiting people, friends, and then I just said some of my friends' name, and he was like, don't they live down at the bottom floor? And I was like, yes. Good night. And I just left. I don't deal well with that kind of situations, you know? I went up to bed afterwards, and I was just so looking forward to the next morning when, you know, the payoff would come, like when hopefully we'd hear people talk about what happened, why are there Snapes everywhere? The response was underwhelming, to say the least. I mean, maybe it's because I didn't talk to anyone, so it was kind of difficult for me to know how much everybody else was talking about this Snape thing. I heard one person being like, hey, did you see all those Snapes stuck around school? And someone else saying, yeah, it was kind of weird. And that was kind of it. So I think maybe either this was not as funny as I thought it was hilarious, or everybody just kind of knew it was me. Because here's the thing, I was the only Harry Potter freak at the school. Like, yes, sure, there was a couple of people who thought Harry Potter was fun and stuff, but I was the only person who had like a Harry Potter banner in their room. So like, you know, the more I think about it, the more convinced am I just that, you know, they knew it was me, and they were just like, God, why the fuck did Clara stick a bunch of Snapes up around school? That's so fucking lame. That almost makes it even more funny. Because to me, this was just the best fucking thing in the world. But you know, maybe it just wasn't that funny. I have a picture of one of the Snapes because after it's been up for a couple of weeks, and some of them had been taken down, but some of them were still hanging around school, I just kind of took one of them and thought I'd keep it as a memory. So yeah, that was the story of the Snapepocalypse. This was one of the more fun stories. Next time, we'll probably have a more mental health ruining story. I will hopefully upload a video on Friday because it is Lance McLean's birthday, you know, from Voltron, and I love him and he deserves a special video. If you're not a Voltron fan, you could probably not give less of a crap about his birthday, but like, why are you not a Voltron fan? Anyways, I will see you guys in a couple of days. Bye!